Hello everyone, wish you a very happy new year. So basically this class is a continuation of the previous class where I have written some PCRs and now I will be going to execute those PCR and will be seeing how the quota will get impacted for that employee if the employee goes on a unpaid leave. Okay, so basically I have written one PCR to count the number of days the employee is present and how the absence quota will get generated based on the proration. So I will be I'm running this PCR. Basically, I'm running the time evaluation for this employee. So I will be going to the last day of this time evaluation and under manage time accounts. So this is the two PCR which I have written. First one is to count the number of present days and the other one is to basically the transfer the quota, whatever the quota will get transferred based on the number of days employees present. So this will PCR. In this PCR, we will be basically setting the value which will be accrued for the employee or transferred to the employee. Okay. So first of all, we will go to this PCR X002. So this PCR will get executed on each and every day. And since I have opened the last day, again this PCR will call and if the employee is present at work, it will check whether the employee is present at work or not. And if, for example, if the employee work schedule uh, on this day for this particular the employee as per the employee worker, the DWS is equal to 0. So in that case also, we will be counting the HRS equal to 1, and it will be added to the time type X002. Okay. So basically, for example, this month is for 31 days and the employee is present on 31 days. Basically, he has followed his work schedule and have not taken any unpaid leave. So in that case, the HRS count will be 31 days. Okay. Similarly, if the TWS was not 0 and TWS is equal to something, then in that case also this count will get increased. And if the employee was on a absence, okay, so there are two type of absence, paid or unpaid. Okay, so employee is if the employee is on a unpaid leave, then the HRS count will not get increased, but if the employee is on any paid leave, this HRS count will get increased. So for this particular month I have not taken any unpaid leave for this employee, so that's why the count of HRS would be 31 and basically the value of X002 will be also as a 31. Here you will be able to see one LWP leave for the employee. But this one I have basically currently locked it. So where is the lock sign? This one. Okay. So this absence is locked. So it means that we will be not be considering this record currently in our time evaluation. Okay. Once I unlock this absence will be counted. Okay. So as of now, this absence is locked. So basically, employee is not on any unpaid leave. So the count for HRS will be at the end of on the 31st December. The count of HRS will be 31, and it will be basically uh, this count will be added into this time type X002. The count of at the end of this month, the count of X002, the number of the value in X002 would be 31. Okay. After this, we will be going to the another PCR that is X001 and the amount of X002 will be utilized under this X0. Only this PCR and this PCR will be basically triggered on the last day of the pay period. So for example, today is 31st, like I have run the this time evaluation till 31st, so it will be the last day of that particular payroll period for December. And here we have written two things. If it is not the last day, this PCR will not get executed, so there will not be any impact. But if so, for the last 30 days, for any days like 1 to 30 December, the condition will be no, and it will basically execute this like leave this PCR. But on the last day, basically this is for this month, it is 31. So this condition will get executed. So HRS equal to CGN. Basically now from the previous PCR, you have the value of X002 is as 31. Okay. Now we are setting the HRS value equal to CGN, and C is basically C is a constant, which is basically asking you to check the value of this constant from T511K table. So if I click on F1 and if I go to this operations, here HRS, O is the operator. So operator we have used as equal, and by, so if we go to this operation HRS O equals, okay, then after equals we have z z z, and in this z z z we have passed the value as gn. Okay, so for gn it will look into the constant table T511K. So we have put C there, so here somewhere we will be able to see what does C mean. C is basically the constant GG is provided from the payroll constant table T511K. Okay, so after C, whatever the constant we have written, it will take the value of that constant from T511K table. So if I show you the T511K table, we are doing these settings for India specific countries 40, Molga is 40. And if I check the value of GN, we have given the value as 24. Basically 24, basically here we are defining that 24 leaves will be allocated to the employee per year. Okay. So now we have got the GN value as 24. So now HRS equal to 24. And now what we are doing, we are dividing the HRS value by 12. So now the HRS value will be 2. Okay. And this HRS value 2 will be added into the variable Z001. Okay. So this basically there is a variable we have defined as Z001, and the value of this HRS will get assigned to this Z001 in the variable table. Okay. So now the value of Z001 will become as 2. Because Z001 contains HRS divided by 12, 24 divided by 12 equal to 2, and this value we are passing it to the variable Z0. Now we have again assigned HRS the value as MX002. M is basically monthly balance, and X002 value, you know, the value of X00 is 31. Now the HRS value will be 31. Okay. Now again HRS divided by BGD. BGD is basically check the current day, and that current day is basically the 31st day, so it will divide HRS by 31. 31 divided by 31, that is 1. Let me show you what BGD is. HRSC, let's see, it will not go. Divided division operand is there, HRS divided. Now we will go to B, and so we'll check the value of B. Where is B? B. The following systems are provided. So operation under this we will go under B. After that we have provided. According to the assignment G, B, we have taken B. The system is a current equal to current. So P current equal to current day, and that is 31. So now HRS is divided by 31. So the HRS value will be 1. 31 divided by 31, that is equal to 1. Okay. Now let's go back to the PCR. Now HRS into K001. So basically K is what K is doing. It is checking the variable table, and from variable table, whatever is the value of Z001, it will get multiplied by HRS. So now HRS equal to 1 into Z001, we have value 2. So the HRS value will become as 2. Okay. If you want to see, let me show you. K001. HRS into it will be into multiply, and K001, let's go for K. uh, K, where is K? Yeah. The variable balance provider is read from table BS. Okay. So in variable table BS, we have basically we have added this variable Z001 from the above statement, and from that, mhm, that value will be multiple. Okay. Here in this table BS, we have added the variable Z01. The value of Z01 is 2. So HRS into 2 will be 2, and it will add it into this X001, that is a time type, and in this X001 the final value will be 2. Okay. So X001 will be 2. Now if I go under CUVMT, after this PCR execution, we will see the value. Input was in X001, you will be able to see the value as 2 now, and the Z001 in the variable table, basically the 2 got assigned after dividing the HRS by 12. 24 divided by 12. Here also in output table, in the JDS, you will be able to see X001 value as 2. Salado table, X002 value was 31. And now if you see the quota generated, uh, in JDS table, X001 as value as 2. Okay. So basically, based on this logic, uh, we have assigned 2 days of leave to the, like 2 days of accrual has been taken place for the employee, and this will be the basically the quota number. Okay, in days. So this is how this logic is working. So basically, our goal was to assign two, two, to accrue 2 leaves per month for the employee. Okay, if the employee has not taken any unpaid leave for that particular month. Now I will show you the proration thing. So for example, this leave basically we have logged uh, at the time of executing the time evaluation log when I was explaining you. Now we will unlock this leave, and now how we will see how the privilege leave will get accrued. Now if I the you can see not now like before applying the leave, you will be able to see the 2 days of leave got generated and transferred to the employee when the employee was not on a unpaid leave. Okay, now the employee is on a unpaid leave, and now based on the proration logic, let's just go directly to the CUEMT, and now we will see the values. So now you will be able to see uh, the value of X001 as 1,03, and this much of leave will get uh, basically transferred to the employee at the end of the month. So if you see X01 is 1 and the constant is J02, and what is the value of X002? Here I think in Silla table you will be able to see the value of 002. Number of present day employee was present only on 16 days. Okay, and based on that, let me go through this PCR. Okay. So since the employee was not present on all 31 days, that's why the 2 days of leave not got generated or accrued for the employee or transferred for the employee. Okay. So the employee is present on 16 days only. Now, if you go to this PCR, Z001 will be always 2 because, sorry, Z001 will be, let's just go to the PCR. Mm, Yeah, HRS was obviously CGN was 24, 24 divided by 12 is equal to 2. So Z001 will be 2. Okay. And MX X002 now HRS value will become as 16, 16 divided by 31. Okay. 16 here, 16 divided by 31, it would be 0.5169. And after that, we will be multiplying HRS into K001. So whatever is the value of HRS, that is 0.51 into 2. This value into 2. So this much of leave will get accrued or generated or and transferred for the employee. Okay. Hope you got the logic and the understanding of PCR from my explanation. So if I go to quota and the output based on the progression, this value got generated for the employee and then it got transferred as 1,003. Because the employee was present only on 16 days, that's why this